All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this video. My name is Taylor Bentrude, and what I want to talk about is how I spent about $80,000 on courses. And yes, I will shamelessly say that I did do that. I'll send you this, show the screenshot right here of the courses that I bought. Not all of them, because it's a huge list, but as you already know, about half of that money went to Sam Ovens. But what I want to do in this video is really just tell you the three most important things that I actually learned from spending this money on all these different courses, okay? And I want to save you $80,000. I want to save you thousands of hours that was spent going through these courses, buying these courses, trying to apply the knowledge learned in these courses, and give it to you in less than 5 minutes. So stick with me for 5 minutes. This is going to be the first video of a 3-part video series. This is going to be lesson number 1, which is the most important. And then over the next week, I'm going to release the other 2 videos, okay? So let's begin. All right, we are in the whiteboard, and the first most important thing I learned is about the theory of constraints. When you understand how this concept works, it gives you this godlike ability to be able to always know what the most important thing is that you need to work on with certainty to grow your business to the next level. So that's why it's the number one most important thing, because if you can answer that question, you should be able to always consistently year over year grow your business or get better at whatever it is you want to do. So this is a concept that was actually created by this guy right here, Eliyahu Goldratt. He wrote this book called The Goal, and it is basically about throughput, systems building, constraints, and this is how it works in 2-3 minutes, okay? So at the top of this funnel looking thing, which we're gonna call a pipeline, you're putting energy into this thing. Now, there's 3 different sections to this pipeline, okay? Let's say that this whole thing in its entirety is a business. Let's just say it's an agency, because that's the business that I have. The first stage of this pipeline is marketing, okay? The second stage is sales, which is this little pipeline right here. And then the third stage is operations, okay? This is pretty much the 3 stages that any business has. And the view of this pipeline that we're looking at right now is the global view, okay? Pretty important that we know the dimension or the lens that we're looking at. It's the global view that we're looking at right now, okay? So the way that Eliyahu explains the theory of constraints is basically that your business will only be as good as the weakest link in the chain, or how he explains it is the bottleneck within your pipeline or the biggest constraint within your pipeline. Now, the constraint here is clearly the sales department of this example. Now, what most people don't understand is that you're only as strong as the weakest link in your chain. That actually is very true, and your business will only grow to be as good as the biggest constraint in your system, which is basically your business, right, as a whole. Now, sales, let's just say that marketing is amazing. Marketing can get like 1,000 super qualified MQLs, which is marketing qualified leads, per month, okay, amazing leads. But sales is only able to close like 1 of those leads per month because there's just a terrible constraint here. There's a terrible system for the sales. And then the operations is really good. Like the operations is pretty damn good. It can handle at least 10 to 20 new clients per month. But because there's only 1 new client per month coming in, the business is only going to grow at the rate at which the sales team can close clients, right? Now, this might sound really obvious, but it's not. Stick with me. So when you understand that, what needs to happen to grow your business is not improve marketing, it's not improve sales. You need to zoom in to the sales department, and you need to understand, okay, what is the bottleneck or the constraint within the sales system, okay? Because marketing is a system, sales is a system, operations is a system. Your business as a whole is a system, which we're defining into these 3 different systems, okay? Now, when you zoom in, you're gonna wanna look at it from the local view, right? So you're zooming into sales. Now, I don't know what the sales department looks like, but maybe let's just say it looks something like this. They have a discovery call, then they have like the actual sales call, and then there's like the follow-up process, okay? Let's just say it's a super simple 3-part system. And you find out that, again, they're doing really good at the discovery calls. That's what this first process is. But on the sales call, whoever's doing the sales calls, they're absolutely doing a terrible job. They don't have a script. They're just all over the place, and that's why nobody is actually there's no deals actually closing. And then let's just say the follow-up process is pretty damn good, but because the sales call was so abysmal and so bad, all the prospects are like running away from this agency. I don't want to ever come here. Okay. Clearly, this is the bottleneck within the sales system at a local view. Now, the next step is to improve that sales system. So let's say you come in here and you improve the sales system, okay, and the sales now looks like this. Now you got a really good sales system, and the follow-up now is the biggest constraint. You see how this changes when you make this the sales process, the sales call much better. Now the follow-up is the biggest constraint, and again, the discovery call is still really good. Now, let's say that you do this, and what happens is this opens up the sales pipeline quite a bit. It opens it up like this. Now, what's obviously going to happen is the sales department's going to go from signing, whatever it was, let's just say it was, I think we said 1 client per month. And now they're going to be able to sign, I don't know, this is just say it's 10 clients per month. So you 10x the throughput of the sales system. Okay, that's fantastic. Now, what's going to happen though is you're going to, again, reevaluate. You're going to look back and say, okay, we just 10x the sales process. Now we're closing 10 clients per month. Our business has drastically grown. What's the next bottleneck? You zoom out to the global level, you look at the business, and you realize, oh, actually, sales is still the biggest bottleneck. What can we do to sales to improve the sales? And you go back and you zoom into the local level view and you realize that, oh, our follow-up process down here sucks. Let's make this much better. So you make the follow-up process much better, and then the sales process gets much better. Let's say it goes like that. The pipeline grows like that. And then now the sales process is like this. And now operations is actually the biggest bottleneck. So I went on a little bit of a rant there, but it's important to understand how things change when you go in and you fix the biggest constraint. Just because you fix the biggest constraint doesn't mean that it's over. Now you can just sit back and relax. There's always going to be another big constraint. So one of the things I'm always asking myself is like, okay, what is the biggest bottleneck? Now again, Eliyahu here, he uses the word constraint. I like the word bottleneck more. And again, just think of your business as a pipeline, and remember that you have 2 different dimensions. You have the global view and you have the local view. And you always want to just zoom out, global view, scan the pipeline, sweep through it. Like, get inside that thing and figure out, okay, where does our marketing pipeline stand? Where does our sales pipeline stand? Where does our operations pipeline stand, etc.? And figure out the smallest pipeline, the one that is the constraint, the one that is holding back everything else. So that's the most important thing that I learned. Again, super high level summary, realize that there's a global level, a local level, realize that your business is just a system, and every system has what's called a throughput. It's important you understand what this word means. A throughput, the word throughput just means the rate at which a system achieves its goal. So let's say that this system here, which is your business at a high level, the current system supports the ability to get to, let's just say it's, I don't know, $10,000 per month, okay? Again, you're not going to get to be the biggest agency in the world because you have a lot of motivation. The systems you build are going to determine the heights that you achieve. Okay, the systems you build determine how big you're going to get, how good your agency is going to get. And so throughput is the measurement of which the rate at which your system achieves that goal. So marketing's fantastic. Sales sucks. Operations is decent. So sales is clearly the bottleneck. Let's go in and fix that. So that's it from a high level. This is video 1. I'm excited to make video 2 and 3. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. And hit that like button. That really makes my year when you smash that thing. Also helps the algorithm boost this video in the ranks. So that's much appreciated. And last but not least, of course, that subscribe button and notification bell. Those are the 2 big ones. So thanks you so much. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And I'm excited to make the next 2 videos. Ciao.